exciting live stream. In this video I'm going to be playing some more Dreams for PS4. Dreams is a game where you're able to create animations, 3D models, characters, and games. If you can dream it, you can make it in Dreams. Today I'm going to continue working on what I was working on last time. Excuse me. Which is turning my friend Kratos' character, Silver the Hedgehog, which he customized for a RPG, into a fighting game character for my game Simple Fighter. Let's see. So somebody actually, here are a bunch of people using some of my assets and giving some of my stuff I've created thumbs up, which is pretty cool. Okay. It's always good to check the notifications and see what new stuff is coming out. Well, not what new stuff is coming out, but see like what new news I'm hearing back from like fans of the games and fans of the assets. So, Arcade Machine player character almost has 15 likes. That's good to hear. And Metal Draco Inferno FPS now has more likes than Thirstpocalypse. Who would have thought? That actually is pretty cool. Okay, let me go back here and edit this character. Man, I'll tell you, this character has been a wild ride to try and get set up correctly. That's been what's bothering me recently, is like you can get up close and personal with his push attack, and then when he does it, it won't push. But if you're a little farther back, it'll push a little. And if you get the sweet spot area, which I haven't gotten yet, you can get like significant distance between you and your opponent. But it's interesting that you can't use it up close. Well, that's interesting, because it's like you kind of can. Like, it depends on the range. Bolt said, what's good? Yo, Bolt, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Yeah, like if you do the attack right on top of your opponent, no dice. But if you're like a little farther back, you can like get it to work. I feel almost like the attack should happen closer to Silver the Hedgehog. Volt said, day's always going good. How about you? Fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. I'm glad to hear that your day is not only going well, but that it always is going well. That's good to hear. I need to be a little careful with how close I bring it to him. But I think if the attack itself is closer to Silver, then it'll solve some of these problems. Nestor180 said hi. Yo, Nestor, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Let's see, I just grabbed the wrong one. So I already put this here. Oh, I think I understand what's happening. Yeah, I'm selecting the proper things. At first I thought I wasn't, and I was a little confused. Hold on, I just messed a whole bunch of stuff up. Oh, that's just bizarre. So I need to bring it closer to him, I think. So it'll be easier to tell the actual range of the attack. I also need to make sure that the attack isn't actually like hitting the player when they use it. Which is a possibility if I'm not careful. Volt said, Jet, would you ever get into game development, like with Unity or Unreal Engine 4? I don't know. Like, I feel like I've always had that as an option of something to do. But I just haven't pursued it. A matter of fact, I have a sponsorship from a company called EmoShape to work on a game using their emotional processing unit technology, which I have. I made like a text-based game, and they were like, "Yo, like we think it would really pop off if there was like a graphical component. You know, what we have works with like Unreal Engine. If you want to do some stuff in Unreal Engine." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "This game, I think makes more sense as a text-based game." Yeah, it's too close to him. I gotta back it off. And it looked really close, but I don't know. I wanted to make the attack range be more accurate. Let's see. But I would say probably not. I really like the ease of use of Dreams. And if I really wanted Dreams to be commercial, like I could, you know, like if I wanted to like release a game privately and then give like people who either use the super chat or were members of the YouTube channel like access to it, I could. So it's like if I wanted to make a game that I monetize, I could just do that on here without using Unreal or Unity. Yo, that got the fuck out of him. Nerd Tinker said, Jet, yo, Nerd Tinker, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that you talk about on the stream? Bolt said, it's also impossible to make a graphic for a game that is text-based, especially when the AI is generating text. Well, the text-based game that I was working on was less like an AI Dungeon 2 kind of thing. Like it kind of was like AI Dungeon 2, but you're the game master. But the AI's choices were always limited to whatever you gave it as choices. But I wanted players to have the freedom to let it choose any options the player wanted it to be able to choose. And to add a graphical interface to that. You can't like create graphics for anything the user could imagine, you know? Bolt said, I get it though. Dreams is basically a game development engine. I agree. Undertaker said, I'm doing fine. That's great to hear. I was going to do a like me versus Kratos, Marvel versus Capcom stream, but Kratos realized that while he's able to play the game, he can't play online yet. It's still installing. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing fine, Nerd Tinker. Anything cool going on today? Well, I guess earlier today, because now it's super late. Yeah, it's still, if he gets like super close, the attack kind of generates on top of him, but it doesn't actually push him away. I guess that makes sense, because if he's this close, the attack is more or less behind him. But it would be hard to see that when he's right up on you. There it looks like the attack practically manifests on top of him, though. But I'm curious if in an actual fighting game if there'd be like a problem. How the push works. Volt said at Nerd Tanker, we was having a boy try to impersonate us. Izanagi said, did you only do one game? We weren't able to do Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite because Kratos is able to play the game, but it says that it's not ready for him to do online for another 8 hours. Because PlayStation does this thing where it's like, you can install the game up to the point where the game is like playable, but certain features will be missing. And online's just missing at the moment in his thing. I was able to push him away and then dash past him. I'm curious how the fuck I did that, but that sounds like cross-ups. Yeah, oh shit. While you're pushing someone, you can run around them or like float dash past them. Silver's gonna have some cross-ups. It's just his push is so weird. The range of his push is not like up in the face. Like if a person gets right in front of you, your defenses are fucked. He has like a mid defense. Your opponent needs to be like a little bit of ways from you. If they get right up in your face, you do have like a fucking moon jump. Like you have ways to get away. But your defense option's not meant for them to be right up on you. And I mean, he's probably one of the fastest characters in the game. He has one of the best jumps in the game. So, with that being said, his hops might be dangerous. I just thought about like the invisible walls. I'm like, what if his hops are so good he can hop over invisible walls? If that's the case, I'm gonna need to nerf his jump. Volt said, I honestly would love if Dreams was on PC, but alas, PlayStation are greedy bitches. One cool thing about Dreams is that the creators have said that it's already set up to work with PlayStation 5. Which I think is cool. I just want to see one of the walls. Oh yeah, his jump is too good. With ease, he jumps over the whole damn wall. I guess I want to keep that on for now. Okay. So his jump height is 2.8 meters. Something like 1.5. Yeah. That's a little bit better. 1.5, I still feel like if someone summoned a platform, my nigga would be like, bitch, I'm out. So let me see if I can check what other puppets have. What's your default jump? 1.2 is the normal. 1.2. 1.2. If that's the normal height and other niggas don't just jump out of stages, yeah, that'll be fine. He still has a very floaty jump. So I think his very floaty jump will help out. Volt said, when is PlayStation 5 coming out? I think the holiday season of this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. With the coronavirus stuff, though, I don't know. But I believe I heard that it was coming out, like, this holiday. Yeah, the enemy's just too close. When it's, like, right here. My nigga was a ninja. Did anybody else see that? What the fuck happened? I used the move and we swapped places. And that felt so weird. The cross-ups are real with Silver. Yeah! Silver can cross you up with his push if it's done at the proper range. They just fucking switch spots. That's... Silver's gimmick's gonna be cross-ups. Crossing niggas up all day. He's fast, he has cross-ups. I need to make his offensive ability. I've been working on his defensive ability. I've just felt weird because at such a close range, he can't push. He can't push at this range. I think I know of a way to help with his like lack of push stuff. Bolt said, coronavirus said, yeet, that shit ain't coming out for 2020, period. No movies, no live action TV. I need to add the stun pad that fucking, so that's the stun pad that Shock uses. And it has a similar effect to all the other shit that I have set up for Silver. I want this pad to not be visible and to also be emitted when Homeboy does the force push. So that enemies also get pushed away if they get really close to you. Okay. Oh, I fucked up. I cloned the emitter, but I didn't actually copy the wires that trigger these things. Also, let's close up some windows. So Homeboy was just constantly emitting. It's okay, my guy. What? What? I think the pad should now be giving him the boost even if he's right in front of me. Now it looks like he's like, if he's right in front of you, he like crashes into you. Now that he summons the pad in front of him, it also allows him to do a little dash when he does it. Yeah, I like that little dash that he gets. Now I think there's like a conflict of interest. Ooh, shit. Third time was the charm though, that shot him. I think sometimes the pad pushes him into the wall and it creates an interesting situation. I have an idea concerning that. Wait. So, if I cut off its collision labels, like the collision labels of this wall, will this now work? What the fuck? Nah, because the collision labels weren't what were messing it up anyways. The issue is that now there's a force applier on the ground and behind the enemy when you're this close to them. So the idea is that you're spawning it behind the enemy. Well, right now it's on top of the enemy. It's not that it's behind them. Maybe the pad that's emitted needs to be slightly more in front. Excuse me, to get the effect that we want. When the pad is like right on this nigga's foot, he's standing immediately on the pad. My brain's like, is that good? So now you can get right on top of him. And it pushes him a little bit. But then once he gets right there, I still think he's too close. Gosh, that's so weird. So now if they get right up on you, you can get yo-yoed by the pad. So if you're right on top of them, the pad can actually grab you and close the distance. So I need to figure out how to actually fix this. Live chat check real quick, if you guys don't mind. Just to make sure that the live chat's actually working. Yeah, the pad is not the solution. Volt said test. Thank you kindly, Volt. I appreciate it. Volt, what is your favorite currently airing live action television show? I would probably say I'm a fan of like Legends of Tomorrow or whatever. Goodness, how the fuck? With the two conflicting force suppliers. Ugh. With the two conflicting force suppliers. I just don't know what to say. Maybe this force supplier could only last 0.6 seconds. And during that 0.1 second, it gives the shock pad on the ground enough time to actually push the guy. That's the solution. You have to delay. That actually is really interesting. So now there's not enough time for your opponent to be pushed into the second force applier, because the second force applier disappears. So then the one right in front of you bounces him. Volt said, honestly, it's a tie between the Flash and the Titans. Interesting. So do you have a DC Universe subscription? The Titans and the Flash are very different shows tonally. And for some reason, I didn't get as into the Titans. I watched the first season, and then I just didn't watch the second season. I ended up catching the end of the second season because my dad was watching it. Okay. We fixed the you get right up on him problem. So if you get super close to an enemy, you do push them off still. And you can still do the cross up. Yo, the attack cross up thing is crazy. Volt said, I love what DC is doing with their TV shows, but I don't like the movies at all. Interesting. Godzilla said 50 episodes. Yo, Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on this stream? And yes, this is episode 50 of our Dreams content. Volt said, and no, I just catch them on TV when I can. He said, I record both shows because I don't usually watch TV like that. Isn't Titans exclusively on the DC Universe streaming service? So you wouldn't be able to just record it on TV. Unless you know of a TV channel that shows stuff from DC Universe. Which I'd be interested in knowing what that channel is. I feel like the distance between them, well, it changed right then. Kratos said, hey guys, I'm back. Yo, Kratos, welcome back to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Godzilla said, bruh. Godzilla, is there something wrong? Volt said, nah, mate. I use something called a digibox, and they are a whole bunch of stuff. He said, I don't use satellite. Oh, okay. Understandable. I think his push is good. Godzilla said, that is not Kratos. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Godzilla said his profile picture is my old account. Let's see. Godzilla said, I would like you to explain yourself. And then Godzilla said, why? Let's see. There we go. Godzilla said, I love how you're trying to avoid my question. Let's see. So I think the push is as good as it's going to get. It's pretty powerful. If an enemy gets right up in your face, you still knock them away. And multiple uses of push can get you big boy distance between you and your enemy. Kaylee said, I see the impasta is back. Yo, Kaylee, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Okay. So, I have his defensive move working. I've tested the shit out of it. Next up, I'm going to try and set up his offensive move. Defective Nomad said, what's up? I'm back. Yo, Defective Nomad, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Godzilla said, let's see this. Volt said, yo, I just got back. Did I see you say fake Kratos is back? Then Godzilla said, yeah. Godzilla said fake Kratos is back. So I need force pull to work. And now I have stuff on counters. Instead, I'll hook it up straight to the force applier. Get rid of the counter. Copy chords. Fuck. Hold on. Defective Nomad said, who cares? He said he's bad at impersonating anyways. Volt said, well, boys, got nothing better to do during COVID, I guess. Let's see. So we got a force applier, fog, and a sound effect. Now what we need is an emitter for the attack. Do emitters have any, like, cool outputs? Object just emitted. Yo. For that fog and animation, I wouldn't mind having those connected to object just emitted. Yeah, his push is pretty good. It's very strong. Godzilla said, I just want to know what's going on in his head. He said, I'm trying to talk to him. And then Volt said, then do so. And then Godzilla said, alright. Okay. So I have those outputs set up. Man, there's something that I've created that I just don't have saved in my assets yet. But if I had already had it saved in my assets, it'd be pretty glorious. Let's see. Set that to 10. Oh, well, hold on. Set that to -10. There we go. And this will be similar to the other thing. Can't be too close to my boy's feet. Wait, hold up. It would need to be over here anyways. Godzilla said, so Mr. Troll, that is what I'm going to call you. I can call you something different if you want me to, but I probably won't call you something different. And then he said, how are you? It threw me when you were like, I'll call you something different, but I probably won't call you something different. call you something different if you want me to, but I probably won't call you something different. The Black of the Play said hello. Yo, The Black, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? You could also say it as like the play of black or the black play. Volt said, by the gods, he actually did it. Excuse me. Let's see. That's assuming that that's the guy. Let's see. So what I need to do for the force pull is take one of these emitters, copy this cord, plug it into here, cut all those cords, open up this emitter, and then set it to when object just emitted, set off all these other things. And then make this emit the floor thing that I just set up. So now that I think about it, it would be really hard to determine right now. So one moment. Is this the thing I just set up? Yeah, it is. I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Open them up, set them up. Volt said, I have the man blocked, so I don't think I can see his chat, to be honest. Godzilla said, let me check. Kelly said, I read that in a Skyrim voice. Godzilla said, oh man. Then Godzilla said, you there. You're finally awake. Okay. Nice. 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 Get sexy. Yes. So his pull that he does pulls the enemy toward a little like invisible trap on the ground. So the ground like lights up. But if you pull him too close, it doesn't work. So you gotta push him a little bit. Get him out of your range. Oh, he's gonna be weird to play. So you need to pull enemies close in order to damage them. And then you gotta push them off of you so they don't get too close to damage you. See, what he's doing is he's pulling the enemy toward him. I don't really see the fog. I don't think the fog lasts long enough with the current setup. It might have been a little bit better when the fog was actually hooked up to the square button. Let's see. Where are we at? Godzilla said, oh wait, Kaylee said the beginning of it all. Godzilla said, Rayloff, hey you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there. Volt said, it gets me every time. That bumpy-ass wagon in the third of execution brings a tear to my eye. Godzilla said, look here. Damn you, Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, I could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. Godzilla said, you there. You and me. We should be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants. Rayloff. We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief. Imperial soldier. Shut up back there. Godzilla said, okay. He said, that's where I'm going to stop doing the Skyrim dialogue. Volt said, maybe one day I'll actually beat the game. Who knows? Godzilla said, I beat the game yesterday. Kaylee said, damn you, coronavirus. Earth was fine until you came along. USA was nice and lazy. If you hadn't been Kane, I could have eaten that ramen and been chilling with homies. Godzilla said, Alden is dead. Volt said, every time I try, I get cop blocked by Dawn Guard. I had to double check to see if you had actually said that, Volt. I was like, what? So, his attack pulls enemies towards him. And then he has a danger zone in front of him. So, Kaylee, you see how far away that guy is? Force pull. And I pulled him into like an invisible trap where the ground lights up in the danger zone. So you can be like, bitch. And then his defense move is, be gone. And he can push you. Kaylee said, ooh, interesting. Godzilla said, lol. Godzilla said, yeah, the Dawn Guard are like, hey, you, would you like to join the Dawn Guard? Volt said, the Dawn Guard is my personal help. Godzilla said, they like to hunt vampires and stuff. Nice. Silver might just be done. He already had a like injured sound effect and everything like built into his character. And now all of his attacks and shit work. Let's see. Kaylee said, I think I'm a vampire right now. Godzilla said, and eating people. And I'm like, roar, 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 roar. Godzilla said, neat. Bolt said, I wish they all would take an arrow to the knee. Excuse me. Yeah, you thought you were safe? Silver's like, fuck social distancing. You can jump and use the pull, and when you jump and use the pull, it like pulls them towards you without hurting them. Because you spawn the danger zone in the air. So if someone jumped, you could pull them in. Silver's so dirty. Godzilla said, I can attack the Dawn Guard as a werewolf for you, Volt. The impersonator said, you wanted to talk, Godzilla? Dun, 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 dun. Godzilla said, yes. Dun, 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 dun. Godzilla said, I would like to talk. Dun, 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 dun. I won't be able to stream for too much longer. Because it's almost midnight. Godzilla said, so Mr. Troll, that is what I'm going to call you. I can call you something different if you want me to, but I probably won't call you something different. He said, how are you? Volt then said, by the gods? Yeah. Silver's fucking battle ready. This weird ass move set. Character feels unique as a bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Now we gotta make the player 2 variation. The impersonator said, call me the impersonator. And he said, I'm pretty good, you? Godzilla said, alright, Mr. Impersonator. He said, I'm doing okay. Except for me deleting my account because I am stupid. Okay. Hey. Volt said, why is you trying to go around impersonating? The impersonator said, sorry about that, but you learned a valuable lesson. And then Godzilla said, I guess. I'm surprised Godzilla didn't ask, what was the valuable lesson? He was just like, I suppose so. He just kind of accepted it. Godzilla said, don't listen to the impersonator. Let's see. The impersonator said, okay, don't. He was like, bet. Godzilla quoted, why is you trying to go around impersonating? And he's quoting Volt. Godzilla said, which is also my next question. Let's see. Impersonator said yes with a question mark. Godzilla said yes. Okay. And then he said, anyways, next question. What the fuck? Was that last question like phrased weird to where it could be answered yes or no? Godzilla said, who are you? And then the impersonator said, someone you know. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Godzilla said, okay, Jerry. Volt said at Godzilla, you can't be a good detective. Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I do like how this has gone so far. That is actually kind of funny. Let's see. Godzilla said, cool. Volt said, oof, Jerry has returned. Godzilla said, you do this, Volt. He's passing the good cop, bad cop baton. And we all know what the bad cop does with the baton. Do 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 do. Volt said, Jerry is here to assassinate us all. Godzilla said, Nick, keep the stream for a little longer. Nick, I have so many meetings tomorrow. You don't even know. I have 3 meetings tomorrow. One of them is at 8:30 a.m. Then the next one is at like 10 a.m. And then the next one is at noon. And I have to edit like 4 or 5 different videos for work. Like once I'm done with this Silver Player 2 shit, I need to save that to a collection and then take my ass to bed. Godzilla said, please. Bolt said, what is your objective? Go Boy Gaming said, hey, yo Go Boy Gaming, welcome to the stream, it's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? And any discussion topics that they talk about on the stream? Godzilla said, are you the impersonator? Godzilla said, okay, Mr. Impersonator, what is your objective? The impersonator said, beyond your understanding. And he said, nah, JK, it's just screw with you guys. And then Godzilla said, lol, okay. Silver, player 2, 100, 100. Volt said, answer my damn question. Slams fist on the table. Go Boy Gaming said, I'm good, you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Silver, player 2. That looks pretty good to me. Player 2 dead, player 2 dead. Player 2's on that. And player 2's in the controller center. This is looking like the player 2 version of Silver to me. Let's see. Volt said, answer my damn question. Oh, I already read that. The impersonator said, yes, Volt. And Godzilla said, he messed with me, but I gotta say, he did good. Volt said, I don't worry about shit like this. The impersonator said, I'm impersonating someone right now. Godzilla said, you're impersonating the impersonator. Volt said, I think it's Ryan. Then Godzilla said, how does this work? So Volt says he thinks it's Ryan. Volt, share with the class your theory. On Ryan being the impersonator. Nigga, what? The fuck just happened? No! He shouldn't passively have a reflector on. But he does. My attacks are immediately being reflected. But not if I hit him from behind. Which means, for some reason, there's a reflector that's just always there. But that shouldn't be the case. My brain's like, something is very wrong here. Also, you're not gonna see shit while Dwagon's there. Was that it? That means I'm gonna have to edit that in the player 1 character too. Let's see. Godzilla said, how does this work? Volt said, impersonception. Godzilla said, probably Ryan. He said, yeah, I'm getting extreme Ryan vibes. Then he said, hold on. Volt said he's the only one that hasn't been on the stream for what I know. Godzilla said, Mr. Impersonator, what do you think about capitalism? The impersonator said, it's like a bad mystery novel. And Godzilla said, is it Nani? Then Volt said, the people who are commonly on. And he said, Nani? Then Goat Boy Gaming said, wait, what? Godzilla said, is it Kells? Volt said, what are your views on communism, Mr. Troll? Goat Boy Gaming said, you looking kind of cute tonight, Nick. Good to see you, Goat Boy Gaming. Right now I'm trying to get this character to work with Silver. Oh yeah, there we go. He doesn't have a passive reflector on anymore. I had just forgotten to delete an asset. Oh, hold up, I got hit that time. There we go. I don't think he had a reflector, I just think I was too close to my own attack. Yeah, okay. Shit's looking pretty good. Ayo. Let's see, guys. Godzilla said we need a chat where we can continue this conversation after the stream. Let's see. Volt said, "Oh, here comes the I love yous." The impersonator said, "Okay, any more questions before I go?" Volt said, "Who's got that Hangouts?" Godzilla said, "Okay, last one." He said, "Volt, what should the last one be?" Load current save. I need some shit to face off against to make sure this is working. Give me Shock Player 2. Oh my gosh, Shock's such a little baby. Why are the guest characters all so fucking big? Get off me, Shock. Let's see. So where are we at? Go Boy Gaming said, "Good night, sexy boy." He said, "Love you, bye." Catch you later, Go Boy Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. It's always good to have you. Chickadee guy. Volt said, "Are you Ryan?" Then the impersonator said, "No." And Godzilla said, "Are you Kells, Nani, or Ryan?" Volt confirmed it's Ryan. The impersonator said, "That was the last question. No more." Then Godzilla said, "Volt, you idiot." Volt said, "You'll be back." They always are. You can, like, create the push and then kind of, like, if you do it right, yeah, run through it and get a dash. Gosh. Godzilla said, "I got them Hangouts." His push is a little diagonal. His push definitely keeps the enemies off him. And because his pad lasts like a second longer, he gets like a little bit more of a push. Yeah, that's kind of sexy. You can like tilt into it a little bit and like really like headbutt him. Godzilla said, "But I mostly use Discord." Then he said, "Goodbye, impersonator." He said, "We will miss you." Volt said, "Low key, I'm fucking tired." He said, "I gotta learn to sleep more than 5 hours a day." I hope that you get plenty of rest tonight, Volt, and that you wake up feeling happy, relaxed, refreshed, and energized. Godzilla said, "Alright." Volt said, "Literally in the day." Okay. It's weird that it's angled. Like I fucked up his attack at some point. It's this weird angled thing. Oh, I fucked up his animation. His animation no longer works like it's supposed to. Volt said, "I won't sleep until like 6 a.m. The impersonator said, "Anyone getting on later is the impersonator's impersonator and is not me." Volt said, "Night is my time." Godzilla said, "Alright." I mean, I think I might have accidentally said Volt. Godzilla said, "Alright." The timeline needs to be connected to when someone hits square. I mean triangle. So I'm gonna have to correct this on the player 2 one as well. Yeah, now he raises his hand. Like he's supposed to. There is a lot going on visually with his push. I like him. Cool. Volt said, Twilight Zone. Cool. So now we got that squared away. Save that, and then I'm going to have to make a similar correction to player 2, where the animation needs to be attached to the square button being hit and not to the emitter release, which should be a quick fix as long as I don't fuck it up. There we go. So that should be good, and he should already be set up with everything else that he would need. Godzilla said, "Alright, go to sleep, Volt." And then he said, "That was a fun day." Then the impersonator said, "It was me, Volts, the whole time." And then P said, "I have returned." Welcome back, P. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you like to talk about on the stream? Volt said, "I only woke up like 6 hours ago." He said, "I got a few more hours left." Oh, okay. Well, I hope that you enjoy the few more hours that you have left. Godzilla said, "Lol." So I have like one more thing I want to edit before I start editing the collection. So technically not one more thing, but soon I'll be done is what I'm saying. Full said, "What the fuck? How I be typing on 2 accounts, sir?" The impersonator said, "Not healthy." Godzilla said, "There are 2 impersonators." And then he said, "Possibly." Volt said, "By a few more hours, I mean all night." Gosh. All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night. Oh yeah, all night long. Fuck your bitch, all night long. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. P said, "I don't have any more red Skittles. I'm sad." I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. My girlfriend actually has like a red food dye allergy. So if you were like, "I have no red Skittles left," she's like, "Yo, can I have the rest, dog?" You get rid of those purples too. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Godzilla said, "Nick, what do you feel about this situation?" I don't know, it got weird. Like in an interesting way. It went from the impersonator just being seen as like some kind of random dick to being like, "Yeah, I'm just messing with you guys, it's whatever." And then people just being like, "I guess we're okay with that." Because that ended up being the consensus. I don't think anyone was like super mad at him. He was just like, "Yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you guys." And everyone was like, "Oh, cool." They're like, "Yeah, and you got me." And that was pretty much it. And I guess it's cool for people to be able to do that. To like not get upset about it. So I think that's kind of dope. Let's see. Volt said, "I have a lot of projects I do." He says, "Not my fault. I was born to want to do nothing more than learn shit." Hey, I'm glad that you vibe with learning, my guy. Volt said, "Red Skittles are the best Skittles." P said, hashtag free the impersonator. Godzilla said, "Yes." Nigga, what just happened? So you hit save version, you hit save publicly, you hit yes. Godzilla said, yes, free him from this prison of this account. Godzilla said, he is someone I know. Let's see. Silver has been added to the game. So tomorrow, like the next dream stream I do, like episode 51, I'll probably create a stage for Silver. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 fighters right now. And we have, I think, 13 arenas last time I counted. So we're going to have 14 arenas soon. Godzilla said, I think he could be my friends being mean. P said, plot twist. Bolt said, if he's just an AI made by YouTube that has gained consciousness, dun dun dun. Godzilla said, or like someone in the chat. Defective Nomad said, did someone impersonate the impersonator? And then he said, ironic. Isn't that ironic? Okay, let's see. So we're going to update this puppet right here. And now we're going to save. After I save, I'm going to take my happy ass to bed. Excuse me. Volt said yes, very. Okay. So I'll save one more time because I like having safety nets. Cool. And maybe I'll clear my local storage before I end it off. Keeping that creation hygiene up. Bop. Bam. Awesome. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Which of my creations has the most thumbs up? Still arcade machine player character. Okay. Let's see. Godzilla said, yeah. P said, sleepy time. He said, get your ravioli and go to bed. Man, I haven't eaten ravioli in a hot minute. Okay, yeah, it's time to go to bed. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. So, your friendly boy, Chip like the one logging out. Peace, chicken the guy. Also, hey, we just hit 200 messages in live chat. Guys all said, I get it. Catch you guys later. Peace, chicken the guy. Bull said, night, man.